Hey, so I am going to walk you through how we use ClickFunnels, and I'm going to use basically one of the most successful funnels that we have in the business as kind of an example for you guys, just to show you kind of how we use ClickFunnels, how we set different things up, some key tips and tricks, and then I'm also going to go ahead and share with you kind of our funnel structure if you want to sort of implement this for your own business. Um, Again, this is one of the most successful funnels we have in terms of just bringing in profit to the business. This definitely is one of the best, and actually, it's one of the earliest funnels that Ian ever made. So, this is definitely a good copy. In other words, like if you have a good product or a good offer and you want to use this structure in order to basically get it out there and start selling it, this is a great way to do it. This is basically a really good structure. It's a very, very simple one too, which is awesome, because you've got basically your sales page, your order form, your upsell one, your upsell two, and then your confirmation, as well as a thank you page with some downloads on it. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and basically just take you through this funnel. And then I also, if you below this video, there should also be a checklist of sorts for ClickFunnels that I often use, or we often use when we're making funnels at inside of Ian Stanley's business. And as you can see here, I've got a lot of different check marks here. Over what is it? Basically, it's 51. Yeah, 51 different sort of items that I check off before we go live on a funnel. I'm not going to show you all 51 items because that would be pretty pretty long and boring. But I am going to show you kind of some of the top level stuff, just so you can kind of understand how to use ClickFunnels and how you can start, basically making sales like literally as soon as today. If you wanted to start running traffic to whatever product or offer you're working on. So with that, let's go ahead and dive in. So first and foremost, we have sort of the sales page that Ian came up with for 80/20 email copy when he first released it. Again, this is a very, very simple page. The lead is pretty clear. The headline's clear. How to write money-making emails under 20 minutes using proven email structures and formulas. And then, one of Ian's classic openers is, what do you learn from writing, sending, and testing hundreds upon hundreds of emails to a list of 1.2 million subscribers? A lot. And that's what I want to share with you today. I've essentially condensed 18 months of full-time writing and learning into a 4-week email crash course. So this is, this is kind of how Ian starts it, and then kind of goes down into the bullets. And there's, kind of an origin story in here, and then explaining kind of his 80/20 principle. And that's the whole idea. That's why that's why Ian called it the 80/20 copy crash course. And then you got a bunch of bullets here, and here's what you'll get. And then one of the other things that I think is pretty cool that I really like about how we structure things in this business is the guarantee. The guarantee is very different here. Not having guarantee means you have to burn ships, so to speak. You must take action because there's no other option. One of the things that's really unique about this is that Ian offers basically 100% money back guarantee so long as you do the work. I can't think of a product where we haven't offered that, just because we really want to incentivize people to actually try this, because we know that if they do, then they're going to get a great result. Now, I'm not saying you do that for your business, but it's a great way to basically make sure that your customers are actually getting the value or getting the benefit out of it, saying, hey, especially if you're in info products or info products, anything digital, really. I think you can basically say, hey, if you do the work and show me, prove it, we're happy to give you money back. But again, the whole thing about online and digital stuff is that, I think it's something like only 4% of people actually end up completing the courses, which is crazy. 4 or 6, I can't remember what it is. It's very low though. But one of the other things that Ian does here is this guy, Eric Thomas, has this really good speech about, we want people to make guarantees to us. We aren't willing to make guarantees to ourselves. And I personally like Eric Thomas. I like his philosophy. But again, that's kind of a really cool pivot to, how Ian's structuring this guarantee. And then he also explains what's sort of in the advanced. And if you click on either one of these right here, you'll be taken to the order form page. And on the order form page, a couple things to notice here is, you've got and this, I highly, highly recommend this, just because every time we've done it, we've made more money, and it's helped out a lot in terms of our customers have gotten a better product because they actually get something else to help with, their experience, especially if they already are writing and they've already got a business. We've got something here called the How to Write Fast AF training. And basically, this is how to write, 1,000, 2,000 words an hour. This is really helpful for folks who are already in their business, who are already, doing consulting for clients. And again, it adds an extra $77 to the average cart, which is fantastic. It really helps out with boosting the average cart. So, and again, one of the other things that's really helpful here is that here's the advanced. And then you can also have a single pay option. Highly recommend that. Multi-pays, obviously, they get big take rates because people don't always have the cash up front. But the single pay is really nice for people who do want to save, and you want to incentivize people to pay everything up front because they're about to get a lot of great value out of it. So with that, that's kind of sort of the order form. Now I'm going to show you sort of the upsells. One of the things that's done really well in the past as one of our upsells is this writer's block product, which basically it's kind of a different hook on being able to write 2,000 words an hour. So what it is basically people who write emails a lot. I'm sure you probably can relate. Like, don't always have sort of the inspiration to write. So if you can write, if you can get into a very suggestive state, in this case it's a little bit of a meditation, as well as um, um, it's a little bit of a meditation as well as a training. Like, he's got a full sort of webinar on it as well, is how to remove writer's block and how to get into that state of like instant flow. So it's really cool. The product works great, and again, very simple product. It's all it is basically saying like, hey, here's the it's Ian's starting out with kind of a secret or a story lead, and from there he's sort of positioning it as like doing the same thing with your life. Like, you're basically getting a um, cheat code for your life, where you can basically a cheat code for writing. So the hook's pretty clear. It's a very unique hook. I personally like it a lot. And it's done quite well as an upsell and again, this is actually what's pretty interesting here. I believe that Ian actually basically just took one of his emails and basically copy pasted it right into the upsell, which is, again, you can see this, later on, Ian, don't cheat on my wife Stanley. And he also includes this testimonial. Again, as you've got more sort of people who bought your product, adding testimonials to your funnels works like gangbusters. So going through here, again, here's an example that this person actually suggested, for a testimonial. Here's an example basically saying like, hey, here's how I'm using this in my real life. Again, testimonial works great. And then having that 30-day money back guarantee, plus, the trust icons definitely helps a lot, no matter what industry you're in, because you want to build trust when you're doing that kind of stuff, or anytime people are buying stuff in your funnel. And then lastly, I want to show you kind of the templates. So looking at this here. So Ian's obviously written a lot of emails, and one of the things he first started selling was kind of these 5 core templates. And again, done for you fill in the blank templates. The great thing about all these upsells is they don't. One of the things Ian always talks about that's really important is don't unsell your product. In other words, don't ruin the first purchase. Now, a course teaching people how to write emails. Obviously, people are writing emails. They're sending emails, so they want more emails to be able to write. One of the things that's really great for that is if you can give them templates. So it's, again, like it's a different purchase that's making that first year. What this would be, what I believe what Ian calls an accelerator upsell. So basically, you are accelerating the end goal that your customer is getting. So in this case, people want to learn how to write emails. Well, they don't really want to learn how to write emails. They want to learn how to sell more stuff using email, or they want to sell more through their business. And again, really tapping into that, you can profit from less than done for you fill in the blank templates. You can profit from less than 25 minutes from now. So people want that. They want that profit from email, and these templates are kind of what he's showing them how to do. And not sure. I guess this must have been a sale at some point. So that kind of breaks down the two upsells, and then the order confirmation's pretty boring, pretty standard. It's basically saying, hey, here's enter your name and email. Well, you get access to the 20 email copy crash course. This is actually, I believe this is a legacy item, so I don't think we need to do this anymore because people automatically get added to the list when they buy. But you can add, one of the other things that you can add on a confirmation page is you can add an opt-in, say, hey, do you want to get advanced notifications on future products. You can basically get people to sort of take the next step right away. Also, if you have a good social following like an Instagram or YouTube, you can say, hey, follow me on Instagram, or subscribe to my YouTube channel. Having a thank you video really helps. It definitely gets people to sort of kind of get into that post-purchase cycle where they're already starting to think about what else they can buy and what else they can do with you. And then lastly, kind of again, don't want to show you too many things here. The thank you page. So this is really helpful because basically once people have bought, they're ready to take action. And what we did is we basically took the three bonuses that are on that 80/20 page, and we put them right here so that people can download them right away. And that really helps a lot with getting people results because, again, if they're taking action right then and there, they're probably going to start to see results. So that's it. That's all I got for you in terms of how we use ClickFunnels. And again, you should see a link here to this checklist for creating your own ClickFunnels, as well as another video showing you how I use this checklist to go through some of our most complicated funnels. And there should also be a link to sort of this funnel that you can basically copy and use yourself. So in other words, I'm going to go ahead and share this funnel, and you should be able to see that below. So thanks a lot for watching, and let us know if you have any questions, and go build your first funnel, or go build a funnel and start selling stuff. So all right, take care. Have a good one.